Now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling.
Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. I don't understand. Every day it seems to be the same problem. Ugh, revolting slob.
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Observe. Hello, revolting slob. I'd like to teach the viewers a few new words.
Bug off.
What's that? Someone sure woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Come on, turn that frown upside down. Viewers, is the revolting slob being A, contrite, B, cantankerous, or C, condensed? The answer is B, cantankerous, meaning ill-tempered or grouchy.
My donuts taste bad.
Well, that explains why you're in such a bad mood.
I miss my mom's donuts. I miss them bad.
Oh, bless his heart. Is the revolting slob being A, notorious, B, negligent, or C, nostalgic? The correct answer is C, nostalgic, which means fondly remembering the good old days.
Ah!
I'm sorry?
Get out!
Oh, you don't really mean that.
Get out!
All right, you've made yourself
Hey!
perfectly clear. There's no chance to misunderstand you. Is the revolting slob being A, explosive, B, explicit, or C, exploitive? The correct answer is B, explicit, which means to speak in no uncertain terms. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's review, shall we? The revolting slob is in a really cantankerous mood today.
I miss my mom's donuts.
Thinking back on his youth makes the revolting slob nostalgic.
Get out!
The slob clearly wants us to leave.
Go!
He's quite explicit about it. Well, that's all for today.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, by the way, explosive. It means having a tendency to, what else? Explode! No slobs were harmed in the filming of this show.
Hey there! Next game coming up!
Game quality under control.
Like totally, Paige and Sage.
Hey guys, check it out. Here's Paige and Sage. They're like identical twins, and they even look alike. Anyway, even though they like totally look alike, if you totally scoot up to the screen real close, you'll see 10 differences on each side of the picture. Today we're at the mall. Think you can find the differences? Awesome. You got 60 seconds.
So clueless. Whatever. Police. What? Oh my God. Like for sure. Wake up.
Time's up. Awesome. Let's name the differences together. Paige's got a sap shopping bag. Sage's is from Our Money. Their jeans are different colors, but both hot. Paige is chomping on a sub, and Sage digs pizza. And if you look next to Sage, there's a palm plant. And next to Paige is a fiddle leaf fig, whatever that is. Behind Sage is a phone booth, and behind Paige is a garbage can. Paige is standing in front of a computer store, while Sage loves to hang out at Chew This. Their tables are different shapes, and their cell phones are different colors. Check out the arrows! And Sage is wearing a hat. Like, oh my God, I can finally tell them apart. Only one thing, who am I trying to tell apart? I gotta bail. Till whatever. Howdy.
Come on, you buckets of gold. What are you gonna give to me? Look at that. Wow. Hey, what? Here, take this. Bye. Skip pad.
Hey, cats. It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm gonna show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Picture this. A groovy young couple have a baby in Boston, Massachusetts. He's a cute little dude and everything seems fine. Both the mommy and the daddy-o were born in Boston, Massachusetts. The grandparents too. But the little dude can't be an American citizen. Born in Boston, his whole family too. But he's not an American. Crazy. Can you figure out what really went down before I lay the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? 'Cause it all makes sense. You might think we're talking about a different Boston, Massachusetts, but that's not it. Or you might think that the family just happens to be on vacation in the United States when the baby is born, but that's not it. So you gotta ask yourself, when can you be born in Boston, Massachusetts and not be an American when your parents were also born there? How about in 1720, when Massachusetts was still a British colony? There was no such thing as the United States back then, so you couldn't be an American citizen. You dig? So like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusions.
Who's got the next game? Hey there! Next game coming up! Game cartridge loading. Check. Distraction news on the air in 3, 2, 1.
And now, Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Dora Smarmy, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news, and at the end of our newscast, I'll ask you 5 questions about what I've reported. So pay close attention and try not to get distracted. Now, our top story today, flight. For an airplane to fly, it must have air. Air, although invisible, has a lot of power. The power of air pressure. Think of a gust of wind giving you a push. Moving air has a lot of push or lift. An airplane's wings are designed for lift. Air moves rapidly over the top of the wing and slowly underneath. The wings rise when the slow air pushes up from underneath the wing harder than the rapid air pushes down from above. This is the effect of lift versus weight, or the Bernoulli principle. Once in the air, the plane flies forward because of thrust from the power of the engines. Thrust makes the plane go faster. Drag slows it down. So the sleeker the shape of the plane, the faster it goes. During takeoff, thrust must be greater than drag, and lift must be greater than weight, so that the airplane can become airborne. So in other words, fasten your seatbelts and put up your tray tables, because we've got liftoff. Let's see how well you were able to remember the facts, and be sure to count how many you get right. What must an airplane have to fly? Bags of peanuts, flight attendants, or air? The correct answer is air. Moving air has a lot of icicles, lift, or speeding tickets. The correct answer is lift. What part of the plane is designed to make air move rapidly over the top and slowly underneath? The wings, the wind fairy, or wind chimes? The correct answer is the wings. What is the term for this effect? The spaghetti principle, the Bernoulli principle, or the high school principle? The answer is the Bernoulli principle. What is the opposing force to thrust? A hurricane, a stop sign, or drag? The answer is drag. So how did you score? Ready to be a pilot? Not me. I'm afraid to fly. Speaking of flying, I've got to run because we are all out of time. Goodbye, and remember, don't let anything distract you from watching Distraction News.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Ahoy, me land jamming friends. This here's Captain Bob with a different kind of cool running. I can't get back to my beautiful home in Jamaica cause I'm stuck in this tank. No worries, man. I got me Rasta sub and me dreads swinging to the music. Look at this.
Can you help Captain Bob? He's jamming in his soul.
Okay, here's the deal. Now I'm gonna show you 3 things. And you got to tell me what they all got in common. But you got to do it before the water runs out of my tank. Let's go, gang. We got to get jamming.
Use your eyes, use your brain before his crews go down the drain.
Like I said, we got 3 things. We got a clock, an ordinary person, and a card game. What do they all have in common? Quick, the level's dropping. A clock, an ordinary person, and a card game. We're almost at the bottom, man. Do you see it now? They're all things with hands, man. Ain't that grand? There are hands on a clock. There are hands in a deck of cards. And there are hands on a person. Now this is fun. Next clue.
Before old Bob hits the bottom, find what these 3 got in common.
What's this now? We got a fish, a train, and the baseball. Can you figure out what ties them all together? Think hard. The watcher's already running away. Come on, people. You got a fish, a train, and a baseball. Hurry! That train big lagging. Time's up, man. They're all things you catch. Ain't that cool? You can catch a fish, you can catch a train, and you can catch a baseball. Well, that's it for today. Join me in me take next time for another round.
We have Cotton Bob. Now he's jamming in his song.
Who's got the next game? Job, work, job, work. Next game on the way. Greetings. Haunted house party.
Good evening and welcome to the haunted house party. Sorry, I think I got a cobweb stuck in my throat. Come on in, my little living party crashers, and mingle with the dead. I think you might find tonight's mystery guest frightfully smart. See if you can guess who is the guest with the magnificent mind.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have the correct time?
No, I don't have the time. However, I do have some theories about the space-time continuum.
Oh, that really doesn't help me out.
Oh, I apologize, miss. I'm just not any good at the cocktail party chit-chat.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Just give it a try. I'll start. What do you do for a living?
Nothing. I'm dead.
I mean, before you were dead.
Oh, I get it. Well, I was a physicist.
Were you any good?
Well, I didn't suck.
See, you're doing great. Now, I noticed you have an accent. Are you German?
Well, I was German, but then I became an American.
That's interesting.
Yes, and when I came to America, I continued to develop the theory of relativity.
You're losing me again.
E equals MC squared? Still nothing, huh? Anyway, it eventually led to the quantum theory and nuclear energy.
Oh, wait a minute. I know who you are.
Wait! You're going to give it all away. Let's give our viewers a chance to guess. Our mystery guest was a physicist who developed many incredible scientific theories, including the theory of relativity. He is, of course...
Hello, everybody. I'm Albert Einstein.
Well, it looks like he found his time in the haunted house quite hair-raising. Well, that's all for now. We're out of time.
Well, from a scientific standpoint, that is not strictly true. You see...
Cool it, big brain.
No, wait, right, left. Okay, right there, hold it. Next game up, mugshots.
My name's Verity. I bust bad guys. You want to help? Come on in. We got 4 suspects pinned down. 3 of them are guilty. Listen to their stories and spot the mistakes. The ones that lie did the crime. Today, we're interviewing 4 out-of-work actors. Seems 3 of them were stealing scenes and murdering perfectly good material yesterday. Remember, only one of these guys is telling the truth. The other 3 are lying. First up, Montgomery Cleft, wannabe leading man.
Verity, Verity, Verity. You're wrong about me. I was at a very exclusive beach yesterday. The sand's imported from only the best deserts. You know, the Gobi, the Everglades, the Sahara.
Only in Hollywood. But are those all deserts? Next up, B.B. McGraw, last of the singing cowboys.
I am innocent, little lady. Yesterday, I worked 2 birthday parties. You should see my act. I throw a $10 bill up into the air, and I shoot old Thomas Jefferson right between the eyes.
Is Thomas Jefferson really on the $10 bill? Now let's turn to Lollipop Green, child actress.
Why'd you have to go and arrest me for Verity? I'm much too cute to do anything wrong. I was giving a book report on the Wright brothers yesterday. You know, the first people to fly solo across the Atlantic.
Sure, kid. But did the Wright brothers really fly across the Atlantic? Finally, there's Sir Percival St. John, old school British actor, with the emphasis on old.
I'm innocent of these outlandish charges, Detective Verity. Why, I'm an accomplished thespian who's performed on some of the world's greatest stages, including Greenland. That's the biggest island in the world, you know.
Is Greenland the world's biggest island? Well, just like I figured, each criminal all but confessed. Did you spot the mistakes?
The sand's imported from only the best deserts. The Gobi, the Everglades, the Sahara.
Cleft's gonna find out that it's not so hot in the cooler. The Everglades is a swamp, not a desert.
Thomas Jefferson. He's on the $10 bill.
That 10'll get you 20, McGraw. Jefferson isn't on the $10 bill. Alexander Hamilton is.
The Wright brothers. You know, the first people to fly solo across the Atlantic.
That story doesn't fly. Even though they were the first to successfully fly an airplane, the Wright brothers never flew across the Atlantic.
Greenland. That's the biggest island in the world, you know.
He's right. Greenland really is the world's biggest island. But just because Sir Percival's innocent doesn't mean he's a good actor. I've seen him perform. The guy can't even act his age.
Who's got the next game? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time to play 10 seconds, where you've got to read between the lines and think up the answers before time runs out. So now you know how to play. You're on your own. You got 10 seconds. The answer is leap year. Next one. The answer is sleeping like a lug. What's next? Did you get it? It's ants in your pants. Yo! You got 10 more seconds to get the next one. The answer is quick on the draw. And here's your last chance. Oh my! The answer is running late! Well, that's it for now, so keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds until it's once more time to play 10 seconds!
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
I'm mystery guest was a physicist who developed many incredible scientific theories, including the theory of relativity.
Hello, everybody. I'm Albert Einstein.
We got your clock, an ordinary person, and a card game. They're all things with hands, man. Ain't that grand?
When can you be born in Boston, Massachusetts, and not be an American when your parents were also born there? How about in 1720, when Massachusetts was still a British colony?
The revolting slob is in a really cantankerous mood today.
I miss my mom donut.
Thinking back on his youth makes the revolting slob nostalgic.
Get out!
The slob clearly wants us to leave.
Go!
He's quite explicit about it.
Well,